Bullet Cast for life.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Bullet Cast, the only sports recreational podcast that is simply just too sweet. I'm your host, Philip Antoine, and as always, I am the modern-day Mamba Raja. I'm joined in studio, as always, by the lunatic freelancer, Sean Stewart, the newcomer, the California Kid Mitchell, and he is Mr. No Days Off, the enforcer. Today, I'm going Daniel Bryan to my Kane.
I like that. You know, Dana Brown's my boy.
Brandon, what's going on, my guy?
I'm going great.
Boys,
How are you doing today?
You ready to talk some sports entertainment?
No, I'm ready to talk wrestling.
Yes, professional wrestling. That's why we're here. That's sports entertainment. We now with that. All right, moving on. Let's get into it. Outside of the ring, Returno for Ranallo, the new commentator for NXT.
Yes. He's back.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
JBL couldn't keep him away.
I'm happy about this.
It's Triple H trying to cater to the internet again to show how great he is and how much better it's going to be once
Could you imagine?
once Vince dies
Hey.
Triple H takes over.
Hey,
Whoa,
Bay Stage, man.
Whoa. You sounded like a promo I heard 6 years ago yesterday.
Maybe.
Yeah. Could you imagine JR and Mauro Ranallo calling like a Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate match?
Oh my god.
Oh.
That's
I would
I'm
actually
salivating. It's amazing. Apollo Crews becomes a new father. Congratulations to him.
Good for him.
Okay.
Yes. Eva Marie, she has a movie coming out this Friday with Nicolas Cage.
Really? Is it a porn?
I wish. No, I think she plays a lesbian in this movie though.
Can't
Okay.
decide who
Is
I
there a
feel worse
lesbian
for,
scene
Eva
in the
Marie or
movie?
I don't
Nicolas Cage.
know. The lead of it is Nikki Whelan. Did you guys ever see Hall Pass with Jason Sudeikis, Owen Wilson? She was like the barista.
Yeah.
I know of the film.
Yeah.
Yeah, she flashed her goods.
Nice.
All right.
So
Add it to my queue.
it's a win. All right, Marty Skrull, he wants Punk.
Skrull.
Skrull. Yes.
Skrull.
You keep messing up his name.
He ain't skirled.
Skrull. I'm sorry.
You keep putting like an O in there.
I know. I don't know why. I'm sorry. Marty, you're great. Yeah, but he wants Punk. He wants to bring him out of retirement for a match.
That'd be a hell of a match.
I mean,
Yes, that would be
It's all about the payday. Everybody would like to get Punk out of retirement because that means they're gonna make
That's
a
true,
bunch
that's
of money.
a bunch. Alberto Del Rio runs his mouth yet again.
Great.
He says that his match with Bobby Lashley at Slammiversary.
This weekend, we're gonna cover it.
Ew. He said it will
No?
be better than
Fine.
Joe versus Lesnar.
We'll have to stay tuned and find out then. I doubt it.
It depends on what they do with Joe versus Lesnar. I hope we get an actual match out of that.
I mean, we might see. All right, Glow debuted on Netflix. Have you guys
Yes.
watched it yet?
Yeah. Not yet.
Watch the entire thing.
I've watched the first 4 episodes last night.
What about you?
I've not. I really want to though. It's great.
I've watched the whole thing. It's really
It's
good.
fantastic, right?
This is a good cast. You know, we got Allison Brie from Community. She's in there.
Love her.
She plays the lead, and we got a lot of wrestling cameos. John Morrison, Alex Riley.
Hey, where's John Morrison?
He was in the first
A-Rod.
episode. The trainer.
He's the trainer.
Oh, that's him?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Totally didn't recognize him.
We should probably go take a picture with that guy next week.
His rates are probably gonna
yeah.
go up now. He's a Netflix star.
Mr. Monopoly is played by the King of Dong Style, Joey Ryan.
Oh, delightful.
Karma, Awesome Kong, whatever you want to call her, she's in there. A lot of wrestling stars.
Cool.
Carlito and Brodus Clay. They play brothers.
Delightful.
Yes.
Well, next week I'll let you all know what I think of it.
Nice.
All right.
Talk about it then.
Maybe we'll
And
do
there
a
was
re-
some nudity.
Maybe we'll do.
Oh, delightful.
yeah, like the
Yes.
first 10 minutes.
I'll watch that right
there's
after
a
I watch Hall
locker
Pass.
room.
Apparently, I
Yes.
got a nudie marathon coming my way.
All right. Cena versus Roman. Cena tweeted out that it's his yard. I'd like to prove him wrong. So could we?
Really? So he's going to take that free agent title, like...
He's booked for some Raw house shows.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah,
so-
he's
Okay.
going back and forth.
All right. I mean, I dig it.
See, I'm okay with the house shows. That doesn't make me go crazy. Like they had Seth Rollins show up to face.
Yeah, my boy Jinder defending this title around the world.
Yeah.
Shout out
which
to
is-
him.
Which is dope. Like if I was at a SmackDown house show and a Raw star showed up, I'd lose my mind. Like stuff
Exactly.
like that's cool. But
So looking at this, like WrestleMania 18, Hogan passes it to Rock. 29, Rock passes it to Cena. 34, Cena passes it to Roman.
and the crowd goes.
That's gonna be a loud crowd because they don't like Roman, and then John he just gets the reaction because they're happy to see
So I
him.
think
Yeah.
people would choose Cena over Roman at
I-
that point.
Even though he
Yes.
sucks.
Maybe it's just been one long con to get Cena cheered by everybody. It's taken them 10, 15 years, but they finally are gonna do it.
Yes. All right. As of today, Asuka has been the NXT Women's Champion for 453 days. She surpasses Trish Stratus as the third longest reign in history.
She's coming from Moolah's reign. She's gonna be champ for like 40 years or whatever.
She needs to hit 502 days to tie Rockin' Robin. That was like the second longest reign, and then Moolah, of course, 10,170 days, which is 28 years.
Which is a joke, but that's a different discussion.
So that's probably not happening.
That's how long Moolah was the women's champion in the WWF, WWF, WWE.
Okay.
That's crazy. Lita and JR to call the Mae Young Classic.
Okay.
Love JR. We'll see what
Love
Lita can
him.
do.
Chris Jericho put on Instagram a check he received from WCW that he never cashed, which was worth 15 cents.
And the stamp was more than the check.
Yeah, that
awesome.
that shows you the decline of WCW right there. 6 years ago yesterday, the infamous pipe bomb from CM Punk.
God,
The
tons
first
of people
one.
back into wrestling that I know.
He sat down on that stage in Vegas and said the WWE would be better once Vince McMahon was dead.
Ooh.
You know, that was when I started getting back in wrestling, and I had no idea what half the stuff he was saying.
Exactly.
But I know it was amazing. And I was like, CM Punk's my man.
Exactly.
After
I was
that
like,
promo.
15. WWE was getting kind of bland for me. TNA, they were starting to push Bobby Roode. They were getting up there a little bit for me. I turn on Raw and I see him sit down and just cut this promo. I'm like, I'm in.
It
was real.
You're 15 in 2011.
Yes.
I'm old. I'm an old man. I was
Yes.
about to graduate high school.
God.
I know.
All right. 19 years ago today, Mankind gets thrown off the Hell in a Cell.
That match is ridiculous.
It is ridiculous.
Undertaker has a broken foot.
Mankind has teeth coming out of his nose.
He eats a chair in the face.
Eats a chair.
Yes.
Cage breaks and he falls through when he's not supposed to. Like, that match is just a cluster of everything that people love
I
about
don't
those
understand when people
matches.
say it's such a great match. It's just Mick Foley falling off stuff, and I'm very scared for Mick Foley.
I mean,
he could have died in that match, and if he did die, what would that make the match even greater?
Mick Foley's best match was against Shawn Michaels at In Your House something. I forgot which one.
One of the In Your Houses.
Yeah.
But it was In Your House.
Or the Edge match at WrestleMania.
Of course, that.
That's a great one. As a side note, something that I really do like about that Hell in a Cell match, I just rewatched it last week, something that I noticed that people don't do anymore is when Undertaker pins him, Mick Foley still tries to kick out. You see him try to lift his shoulder and not be able to.
Really?
And that is just a really cool, like, it makes him look great and it makes Undertaker look great. It's a way to make the underdog still look scrappy. It's like he's just beaten too much. He can't do it. It's cool. I wish I could see that more often. I'd love to see like Sammy try to kick out but just be too tired to do so.
Yes.
Okay.
Bobby Fish, NXT.
Who?
Sorry.
Red
yeah.
Dragon.
You need to watch some Ring of
I
Honor.
do. Like,
Even
sit me down one day, Phil. We'll do this.
Ring of Honor, New Japan,
He's
Progress,
the lesser half of Red Dragon. It's
All right.
it's all about
Pro
Kyle
Wrestling
O'Reilly.
Gorilla.
Okay.
I'm ready for Kyle O'Reilly and Adam Cole to show up.
I'm
Hey,
waiting for Adam Cole to show up too. Yeah.
they say, what's the next takeover?
SummerSlam.
But where?
Brooklyn.
Is it
Brooklyn.
Is it Brooklyn 3?
That's when they say Adam Cole, baby, will
That'd be dope.
Is he really like a mystery partner?
be in the crowd, like kind of what they did with
Oh yeah, they
Galloway.
always they're saying they're wearing a suit and it looks like they're having a good time, and then they show up at the next taping.
Yep. All right. So congratulations to Bobby Fish. Cody Rhodes. He did something this
Yes.
past week. Oh yeah, that's right. He became the Ring of Honor World Heavyweight Champion.
I know you're so happy about that.
I am. I
'Cause
really am.
Cody Rhodes is your boy.
Cody Rhodes is my boy. The Prince just became the king.
What does this mean for Cody Rhodes? Though?
What does this mean? Let me tell you what this means for Cody Rhodes. It has been 31 years since Dusty Rhodes was the World Heavyweight Champion,
Okay.
and now a world title is back in the Rhodes family.
Okay.
Also, this was his wife's birthday.
Oh.
And also, we got some more stats here. If Cody Rhodes somehow beats Okada, what is it? This
Saturday.
This
or
Saturday.
Sunday.
Saturday or Sunday, it will be his 7th title since he will win since leaving WWE. The first was the Global Force Wrestling Next Gen Championship, which he still currently holds.
Which isn't a real title.
It's really not. The WCPW Internet title that he held for 5 months, the Bulletproof Heavyweight title, the Northeast Heavyweight Championship, which he is the current champion, the Alpha One Wrestling Tag Team Championships that he currently holds with All Ego Ethan Page, and now the Ring of Honor title, which he currently holds.
He got a lot of gold.
Cody got a lot of gold in the travel bag, huh?
Yeah.
This is something. Congratulations
I
to the
would
guy.
say his independent career so far has been very successful.
He really is. He's making more money outside than he ever did while he was working for VKM.
Nice. Nice.
All right, guys. So
we'll see.
tell me, what is the best roster in WWE history? Mitchell, let's start with you.
I am going to go with the roster during the years of 2003. It is that is the same year of WrestleMania with Brock versus Kurt.
Okay.
Okay.
Also has Shawn versus Chris Jericho, my personal favorite WrestleMania match. It the cruiserweights were on fire. You had people like Matt Hardy and Rey Mysterio doing their thing, and it was just a delight to see. The tag teams are great. The Dudley Boys were being their rambunctious, beat the crap out of everyone's selves. I just thought it was a time when I enjoyed everything. It was during Triple H's Reign of Terror,
Okay.
but you did have two titles going on at the time, so you had this evil, ridiculous, wins everything bad guy heel, which is how
Shout out to Triple H.
which is how someone should be a character who always wins every single match. Make him a heel, makes me hate you, makes me want to see you get beat up. And then on the
Yes.
opposite side, you got the title changing hands. You got Brock Lesnar and Kurt Angle fighting for the title. Disqualification can change the title.
That was
Just-
during the 60-minute Iron Man on SmackDown, right?
yeah.
Mhm.
The
That was
wo-
what, September 16th, I
one-
believe. Yeah.
Probably the greatest match given away for free.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's just my favorite time period. Really love it.
Brandon, what about you?
Okay, so you know me. I do my research, so
Ooh.
shout out to what is it? CageMatch.net, where they have
Ooh.
all the rosters for every single WWF year.
Nice.
And I'm going with 1985 when WWF is just raiding talent all over the place.
Really?
So do you want me to read you some names
Take
right
us
now?
back
Go,
to the
go for
80s.
Okay, so we got Hulk Hogan, Randy Savage, Andre the Giant, Iron Sheik, Greg Valentine, Tito Santana, JYD, Bob Orton Jr., Bob Orton Sr., the Hart Foundation, the British Bulldogs when, Dynamite Kid isn't all crippled, Terry
man.
Funk, Jesse Ventura, Mr. Wrestling 2, Blackjack Mulligan, the Briscoes,
Ooh.
Rocky Johnson, Chief J Strongbow, Lou Albano, Bobby Heenan, Pat Patterson, just to name a few.
He said
Well, Bono.
he said Greg the Hammer Valentine. That caught my eye. I was like, okay.
That's a solid roster.
The research right there. For me, I'm gonna have to go the SmackDown roster in 2002. Now let me read you
okay.
some names that we got
Give
here.
them to me. Give them to me.
And we got a young John Cena. We got a young Randy Orton. We
Okay.
got Benoit. We got Lesnar. We got Hogan. We got Angle. We got Rey Mysterio. We got Eddie Guerrero. We got Edge. And we got Batista. Now, I did my research. Between all these men that I just named are 74 world championships.
Okay.
We got Cena with 16, Orton with 13, Benoit and Eddie with 1, Lesnar 4, Hogan 12 if you count the WCW world title reigns.
Right.
Angle with 6. You have Ray with 3, Edge with 11, Batista with 6.
Those are all of those are some of my favorite wrestlers. That's a great roster.
This was a very solid roster just
Yeah,
back then.
definitely.
Especially young Randy Orton back when he
Did like a crossbody for a finish,
And when he
he did
did
the
stuff.
playmaker.
and he had energy and cared.
But I have his grandfather and his dad. And I got Hulk Hogan on there too.
Hey, we have his dad nowadays too, but we just get to watch him get almost beat up by the Singh brothers.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, but this was a pretty solid roster. You're just looking at the talent that was there and like go back and watch some Benoit matches despite what happened. It wasn't like this past weekend was the anniversary of the
This whole week
the
has just been a
tragedy.
week of anniversaries,
Yeah.
good and bad.
But just like go back and watch like Benoit and Angle at the Rumble 2003. I was watching like damn he was good. He was just so good in that one match he had on SmackDown with Stone Cold where he gave him like 10 Germans in a row. Just unbelievable. But Sean, what about you?
Oh man, I'm not even gonna bother because those are all good rosters and like they'd put mine to shame. So let's just move on.
No, I want to know.
I
what
wanna-
you
I
picked.
wanna-
No.
I want to
I
hear what you show
refuse.
up with. I want to
No,
hear what you show
say it.
up with.
I refuse.
Say it. We're not saying anything until you go.
Okay, well we'll be sitting here for quite some time. Let's keep going.
We're gonna be sitting here for quite some time.
Yeah, quite some time.
All right.
Yeah.
Don't give in to peer pressure. Let him say it.
Nah.
WWE 20-week challenge week 5. You know I like surprising you.
Mm-hmm.
What's your favorite tag team of all time?
Oh,
Mm.
screw you.
Mm.
All right, let me see.
Okay.
What do we got, huh?
Maybe he should go since he doesn't have.
Yeah,
that.
what is the guy who
no,
didn't
yeah,
go
we
at
got.
all?
I'll go first.
The Shield.
No, not the Shield. That it ended in flames, so I'm not even gonna bother.
Second greatest heel turn of all
Currently,
time.
yeah. Currently,
Currently.
Or just in general of all time. man.
I'm gonna have to say the New Day right now because it's like there's like these dudes are just
The
having
Day
fun.
of New?
Oh yeah,
Day.
totally. And like they're
What about Breezango? Because day 1 is always 8.
yeah no
It's always
I get that shirt in the mail today. I'm excited.
really okay no and
Yes.
Breezango like currently they're on fire too but yeah they're just like the New Day they're just these they're just having fun with it, this whole wrestling thing, and they have like they're pretty fire on the mic,
I
and
know they cut like a super hot fire promo this past Tuesday.
oh yeah.
It was pretty entertaining. Mitchell, what about you?
I'm gonna since we're sticking with right now, I'm gonna go with right now as well.
Okay,
Just to make it
go
just to
for
keep
it.
it there. I know there's some people out there right now that don't have great opinion of them out there. One of them just became a world champion and he doesn't
Okay.
like him either. But I'm going with the Revival
Okay.
because they are
Brandon, do you want to say it?
No profanity on the
Hey,
show.
hey, if you want to say it,
they are big, strong
if you
Southern
wanna say
boys,
it.
and I love them.
Okay.
They're just great. I love I love the
Yeah,
all
they are
fist
a,
snow flips. Like I love that. I love the psychology. Watching them fight Ciampa Gargano, watching them fight American Alpha, watching them fight the Authors of Pain. Every single time they're in a match, I'm just like
they're a throwback to tag team wrestling, like with Arn Anderson and Barry Windham, and there was a match they had in NXT where I think it may have been Dash Wilder was pinning someone and he had black boots on, and Scott Dawson throws his white towel over his feet so the ref can't see the black on the white. I thought, oh my god, that was
Okay.
brilliant.
I
That was
love it. I
amazing.
love smart cheating. That's my favorite thing in tag team wrestling because it's
Yes.
so creative. Like I love crawling under the ring and then pulling the guy off the thing just before he can get the hot tag. Like
Yes.
I still pop for stuff like that all the time.
Brandon, what about you, man?
So, you said it in the beginning of the show. You said I'm your Daniel Bryan to your Kane. So
Okay.
Team Hell No.
I'll go with Team Hell No, even though their name should have been Team Friendship, but that's another story for a
Aw.
different day.
Yeah.
They lost their little whatever fan vote. And
Friendship.
Daniel Bryan wrote in his book that he wanted to be Team Friendship. They had all this beautiful, stick figure drawing T-shirts they were going to come out with, which I would have bought one.
They could have came out to the Friends
But
team.
But yeah,
Could have
but
had their own
Daniel
festival of
Bryan,
friendship.
my favorite wrestler of all time, and this is kind of his beginning of his rise to fame with all the great tag team matches he had with like him, Kane, and Randy Orton against the Shield, and him getting the hot tag and clearing house. And this is one of the glory days of my wrestling fandom was 2012-13
Mhm.
area. So
All
Team
right.
Hell No, Daniel Bryan, you're my boy.
I mean, for me, could I go Jerry show? Could I go Miz show? Like, what could I do? I'm gonna have to go with the Hardy Boys.
Oh.
They were up there. It
Yeah.
was tied right there for
I'm
me.
gonna have
They're
to go with the
amazing.
Hardy
Okay.
Boys. Jeff is one of my favorites of all time, and Matt being wonderful as he is. Like when they came back at Mania, I felt like I was 7 years old again. It was amazing. I popped for all their moves like Poetry in Motion, or when Matt hits a twist and Jeff goes up for the Swanton and the Whisper in the Wind. Like I popped for all that stuff. So I'm going with Hardy Boys. All right. Let's talk about this controversy real quick about the first woman's Money in the Bank.
Okay.
And second.
We'll get to the second one later. Let's talk about the first one right now. People have been saying, "Oh my God, this is a big deal for women. Why is there a guy winning this match?" Like, I understand where they're coming from, and most of the people who are talking about this don't even really watch wrestling. They're like
Yeah.
the feminists, and some could be the internet
Easy there, don't
Uh,
don't.
I don't want controversy, you're right. But some could be like the IWC, just like complaining about this, and their favorite person probably didn't win. But like, I look at it like this: Carmella is a heel.
Okay.
Yes.
James Ellsworth is her heater. What do heels do? They outsmart their opponents and they cheat to win.
Mhm.
That's what she did.
But I don't think the optics are very good of having a man grab the briefcase.
Okay,
And first
okay.
ever, literally right before the match started, they did that little vignette of all the women talking about how great this is, and all
Which
that
China
other
was
stuff.
not a part of, by the way. I just want to throw that in there.
Yep.
I mean, I look at it like this. Maurice, she was in, like the 2010 Money in the Bank with Ted DiBiase. What if she had pulled it down? Would
But that's not the first ever Money in the Bank.
I know,
Like,
but
okay, think of at WrestleMania 21 when the first ever thing happened.
if Lita had pulled it down for Edge, is that what
Or
you're saying?
yeah, somebody comes and just pulls it down. That just kind of wipes off all the
I think-
credibility to start off with that match.
I think that one of the things is that while that could happen and that would have been annoying, the difference is that Edge and his fellow guy wrestlers 10 years previously weren't having brawn panty in the mud matches.
Yeah.
Like like women's wrestling has the rise it has had over the past 3 or 4 years is part of what took me from being a casual fan into like a devoted fan because I saw that and went, this is something I want to be a part of. This is awesome. Getting to see Sasha Banks and Bayley at Brooklyn and NXT made me like that was one of the first women's matches that like made my jaw drop.
Gave me a wrestling high.
And
Yeah.
and getting to see this slowly move up, dropping the Diva title. Where I'm getting my friend into wrestling right now, and he the other day he texted me, "Oh, Bayley's my favorite Diva," and I was like, "They're not Divas anymore." And he's like, "Really? Awesome!" And I'm like, "Yeah, they got a women's title now." So like building up to that, and then now getting the first ever Money in the Bank match, I think that what Carmella did was genius. I think that's great storytelling. The story that they've told with it, I think, is really, really good. It's made me hate Ellsworth, and we'll get into it later, but there's some great stuff that happened on SmackDown. But the main problem I have with this, I think the timing was poor with what WWE is slowly doing. Where in other wrestling promotions, guys are fighting girls, and it's awesome. Lucha Underground, it's super cool to see the matches that they're having on there.
I'm not a
We can
big
get into
fan.
that
I'm not
later.
a big fan of mixed gender matches.
The point is
not
that
very realistic.
maybe it's not realistic, but the
Got
point
Kenny
is that
Omega
they're
wrestling
seen as
9-year-old girls and
equals.
whatnot.
Oh, that's a great match. The point is that they're seen as equals, where WWE, I think, is still trying to get to a point where they're seen as equals, and this maybe have hurt that.
Put that on the list for another discussion topic.
What?
Mixed
gender matches.
Might talk about it next week. Who knows?
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. We out here. All right. Create your own stable. This is a concept that Mitchell came up with. So what we had to do, we had to come up with a name, a leader, a heavy, a big guy. Then we had to come up with a tag team, and then a woman. So
Now I came up with this idea. Lots of wrestling promotions have stables. We should have our own little fantasy stables. Now I came up with the concept, so I'm also gonna do something where I'm gonna go last. I'm gonna let you guys pick, since this was my idea.
All right.
So I have a couple ideas. I got a name and stuff, but I'm gonna let you guys go through first.
Who wants to go first here?
I got something.
There you go.
All right.
Okay.
Just bring it down the line.
Yeah. So, the stable is WTH, World's Trashiest Heels.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
you got James Ellsworth as the leader.
Oh,
You know, he's been pretty
my
fire on the
God.
mic lately. It's like he's doing the job of a heel. You know, you just want to punch him in the face. And you know, just the idea of like, you know, these who I'm going to name next. Just the idea of him.
That's a solid head. I'm down with that.
They're just the idea of them following James Ellsworth. Like it's ridiculous. All right, the muscle. Big Papa Pump himself, Scott Steiner. I'm bringing him back in.
He was named like the worst wrestler of like 2003.
Yeah, so it's like
Again,
we're sticking with the ridiculousness. Okay, I get the whole like, you know, leather jacket. You know, you're a biker dude.
And
What's with the chainmail? Like the chainmail doesn't fit. Like
He looked like a
and
like
the
a
Oakleys,
biker
whatever.
nun or something.
Yeah. All right.
A metal nun.
Tag team.
Oh God.
Got the Revival. Just because they're getting
Really?
like so much heat.
One of these things does not match the
Yeah,
other.
I would not call them crappy heels. I would call them heels.
Yeah, no, but
I
it's
thought
like-
you were gonna pick like the head shrinkers or like Deuce and Domino or.
Oh my
Nah,
God. Or
we
the
get like
Ascension.
the Ascension could work too. Okay,
They were
either
great
the
this week,
Revival
though.
or the Ascension. But okay, you guys have sold me on the Ascension now.
There we go.
I wouldn't call her again like not trash.
You want to pick
but
Eva Marie?
We could go with Eva Marie or okay. I personally love the girl in the stable, but Nikki Cross. What are they doing?
Really?
Yeah, I mean
Sanity.
she's
You want to take her?
we're taking her out of Sanity, putting her in
I mean, you could
WTA.
take
She was almost in my stable too, so.
You could
yeah.
take what was that chick who had the worst match ever with Trish?
Oh,
Miss
gosh.
Jackie?
I think so.
Yeah, she was bad. She was not good.
She was the
She
opposite
was
of
not
good.
good. Like Eva Marie, 10 times better. She
Eva
was.
Marie looked like Ric Flair.
Okay,
Oh, that made me sad.
so those
That
are my
made me real
picks.
sad.
All right.
You want to go now?
Okay, so, you know, my name isn't very original, and I'm wearing it right now. I'm going with the Balor Club.
Mhm.
And so, of course, we got to have Finn Balor as the leader.
He does
All
deserve
right.
his own stable at this point. Not that he hasn't
And,
already had one.
You know, I think stables are more of a heel thing, so this is going to be a heel stable. So we're going to bring back the Bullet Club, and we're going to have Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson be in the tag team.
Okay.
Some good brothers. Our namesake.
You know, build them up because they've been
They're enhancement talent.
it's bad. And so then as our heavy or whatever, we got the WWE United Kingdom Championship. Pete Dunne.
Really?
Oh.
Delightful.
We got
All right.
So we got Pete
I
Dunne.
have changes to make.
There you go. That's
And
why
then
he's last.
what about the woman?
We got the woman. We have someone who hasn't been on TV in a very long time. Hopefully she'll come back very soon. And we got Paige as our
Okay.
woman. So we got
The anti-diva.
we got the Balor Club going. We got Finn Balor, Pete Dunne, Gallows, and Anderson.
I'd watch that.
And we got Paige. Nikki Cross was another one I was thinking, or Becky Lynch. But
Okay.
I don't know if Becky Lynch can be that kind of a mean, nasty heel, dye her hair black or something.
I mean, her hair used to be darker. Not. I
Used to be
preferred
brown-
it better that
used to
way.
be brown.
Uh,
So it was between those three women. but I decided to go with Paige because I think she can fit the gimmick of a dark, sinister heel. the
Okay.
best.
All right, so for me, my name, the heir apparent.
All right.
Now, an heir is usually like the inheritor to like a fortune or whatever, right?
Yeah, right.
Mhm.
These guys want to inherit the spotlight.
Oh.
Yeah, they've been overlooked. You guys know Mark?
Cody Rhodes.
No,
Oh.
he's not even on here.
Oh, okay.
You see?
Look at that.
Legitimately surprised.
Dolph Ziggler.
Yes.
Okay.
Because you see, Dolph, he's like Shawn Michaels. Now let's just dye the hair, bleach blonde, put on a suit. He could be the Nate BK.
Oh boy.
Oh God.
All right.
You're not off to a strong start right now.
Hey.
Is he the speaker or is he your?
Oh, he's the
ace?
leader. He's the leader.
He's the leader.
Yeah. My heavy, David Hart Smith.
Okay.
Okay.
Wasn't really utilized in the WWE. I mean, he was a tag champ, sure, but he didn't really get what he should have got. Plus, he's the son of the British Bulldog.
Right.
And then my tag team, they just got together.
Oh.
All right.
All right.
The Miz Taraj.
Oh God.
I'm taking Curtis Axel and Bo Dallas.
Okay.
They're the sons of wrestling legends. I mean, Curtis Axel's the son of
I'm into Bo Dallas
the
right
original
now.
Perfect
I
10.
want to see more of him.
All right. And then, of course, Larry the Axe Hennig. And then Bo Dallas, he's the son of IRS. Yeah.
Alright.
That's that. And then the woman, I'm trying to think who's really not been utilized to their full potential.
Eva Marie.
Oh, I have one name in my mind.
Tamina.
Oh, I was gonna say, but
okay.
that's okay.
She's the son of not the son. She's the daughter.
She's the son of no one.
She's the daughter of a Hall of Famer.
All right.
A murderer.
Hey, whoa. Hey.
Sorry,
Hey.
that took a dark turn.
Hey.
I'm sorry. We're not gonna go down
We
that
don't
path.
we don't want that. We don't want to be known as those people.
What do you talk about? It's practically known.
Hey, whoa.
Sorry.
Oh.
We're not gonna go down that path today.
We don't want to be known as those people, all right?
What do you mean those people?
What do you mean those people?
That throw those shots, you know? We don't want to be Actually, I'm throwing a shot at somebody who was on Miz TV later on. But anyway,
Oh boy.
yeah.
Delightful.
She's a daughter of a Hall of Famer. She hasn't really been used to her full potential. Let's see what she can do. Let's give her the spotlight.
She's almost 40 years old. She's old.
She is though.
She's like what, 39,
I ran
38?
into her in a hotel once. She was looking mighty nice.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, shoot your shot.
I wish. I mean, I saw like Naomi at the bar and like Jey Uso. I was like,
Really?
I marked out for a second, then went back to my room. But yeah.
All right.
Cool.
All right.
Cool.
Mitch, what about you, man? This
All
is your
right.
idea. Let's
So-
get it going.
My concept. They're called the Worldwide Nightmares.
All right.
That is the name of the stable. I'm not taking him. He can be his American Nightmare somewhere else.
I mean,
He can go do
I'm
his
kind
thing.
of interested since I am the African American nightmare.
All right. So we got the Worldwide Nightmares. They're gonna be a face stable, but they're gonna be one of those dark face stables that kind of show up. Think Shield when they were faces. They show up and take out stables. That's kind of their thing. They
It
show
sounds
up
like
in
a
other-
faction. I'm
they
interested.
they show up in different promotions to take out stables that are just doing stuff that the camera crew can't handle, the security can't handle. They're like you bring them in to fix problems.
Mhm.
So the head haven't seen him talk too much in where he is now. I've seen him talk where he was. I'm gonna use his NXT name. I'm going with Aleister Black as the head. He's gonna be the voice.
Aleister Black was almost in my group too.
Okay.
He's gonna be the
switched him out
voice. He's
for-
gonna be kind of the look of the place, kind of that nice dark gothic. We're keeping that. He's the only one who's keeping the look he's got. One other's keeping the look he's got, but he's gonna keep the look he's got for it. We got the tag teams that are gonna hang out with him. We got the Lucha Brothers. We got Pentagon Jr. and Phoenix.
Okay.
They've been tagging a lot
Is it
on
Romero?
the
Okay.
on the indies, and I freaking adore them. We're gonna Pentagon can keep what he's doing. Pinta, he can do what he keep doing. Phoenix's colors maybe a little bit more darker, a little bit more maybe more like a dark Phoenix, a little bit more. So
Phoenix
we got
Negro.
Phoenix Negro. So we got Phoenix and we got Pentagon, kind of nice dark standing behind him.
Okay.
Woman, I'm gonna take from NXT again. I think that they're building her up, but I'm gonna take her and do something else with her. I'm gonna take Ruby Riott because I think that
Oh.
she'd be perfect for this. I
Okay.
think that she'd be great. Her show up, not have any of the stuff that the other girls are giving her in other factions and take them out. But you need a silent champion who walks in, hood over his head, chainmail. I'm gonna take Steiner's chainmail and put
Okay.
it over this guy's head because it fits. Got black robes, hood, chainmail, comes in, destroys everyone when Alistair needs someone. And I'm gonna take Brock Lesnar.
Oh.
I think he could do some more character work. I think he could do something outside of just being oh, look at me, I'm a UFC fighter
He's
in
a big
WWE
beef
now.
of a
I'd like to
man.
see him go out and be something actually terror-inducing.
Okay.
Brock Lesnar, Aleister Black, Ruby Riott, and
Who was Pete Dunne supposed to be?
He was gonna. Yeah, I was replacing. It was between him and Brock actually, because I think they both can play. I think they both play that scary, just eviscerate you champion.
Well, yeah, because if Brock Lesnar came up to me, I'll cut the promo later. I pretty much shit myself. Yeah.
I would love to see. I would love to see like the Young Bucks just going around messing everything up, super kicking everybody, and then these people just show up and they'll be like, we had to call these people in. The Young Bucks weren't letting us tape our shows. Everything was going crazy. Ring of Honor, they kicked every single cameraman in the face. What do we do?
Okay.
You call the Nightmares.
Wow. All right, guys, let's get into the Raw recap. So, the big dog, Roman Reigns.
Woof,
Yeah.
woof.
He's cutting a promo.
I thought Scott Steiner was going to show
No,
up.
I thought
Right,
the
yeah,
exact
with the
same thing.
ambulance.
Big Papa Pump versus the big dog.
Yeah.
Vince, book it.
You know, Scott Steiner's Slammiversary this weekend. You should go watch it. Pay-per-view.
Ew.
Him and JB versus... Or no, him and, Josh Matthews versus JB and Joseph Abyss.
Oh, Josh Matthews and Jeremy Borash.
Yep.
I know Josh Matthews is not tough enough,
Are going to be in a match.
but Jeremy
Come on, you don't even, keep an eye out on this stuff? I watched one episode of TNA.
all the people I watched TNA for are gone.
Joseph Park did a little thing with JB, doing a little training montage. It was kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie.
Once Mike Bennett left, I was like, all right, we're done here. But okay, so Roman and Strowman, what are your thoughts on this segment?
That was a vicious hit into the side of the
When
ambulance.
he tossed him, I was like, oh.
I was a little worried. I kind of
I
sat
thought
up
he
still a
hit his
little bit.
head. I was like, oh my god.
I would have been perfectly fine with him being hurt.
Come on now.
I don't care.
Hey,
come on.
Were we all part of that San Jose crowd? We were not nice to him
No.
when they.
Like when Roman entered Payback, like I didn't make it. I just listened. I was like, oh my
We chanted,
God.
"You deserve it" to a man limping away.
I know. I just listened to all this. I was like,
And he was bleeding.
Wow.
He was bleeding.
And San Jose isn't a Chicago crowd. They were very vicious
I know
towards your boy.
They're moving up there and like.
we had the House of
crowds?
Horrors match before that. We had
we had time to build up our anger.
We
Yeah.
don't speak of that.
That's a one of a
That
kind match.
was
We
boring.
were there live to see it on a big giant screen.
love it. I love when my live wrestling is pre-recorded.
Okay, so anyways,
Anyway, moving
Yeah.
on. Raw.
Yeah. All right.
Strowman destroys Roman.
Yes.
Good.
Which those battle chants, sometimes it's kind of hard to determine who they're cheering for.
Do you guys-
Strowman, Roman? Come on, people, say Braun instead.
Do you guys think that Roman's gonna overcome the odds and have a victory over Braun
I mean,
in this?
he lost what? He lost Payback. He lost Extreme Rules. He's not gonna lose 3 in a row.
Yeah, I know, but I really want him to. I mean, the original plan was always going to be Braun and Lesnar. Maybe they're going to try and build that up
I'm
for
hearing
for
some
like
things that
Survivor
maybe-
Series
I'm
now.
hearing some things. Maybe Reigns does
But-
face Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam.
Okay, no, Joe
Some
versus
things.
Brock would be done by
So
then.
you know. So if
Yeah,
it
exactly.
happens,
So we
okay.
move on to the next feud.
All right, yeah, totally.
Assuming that Samoa Joe's in
We have way
champion.
too many
Please
people
let
talking
Samoa
at one
Joe be
Yeah.
You don't want that.
champion. I do want that.
So do I. Everyone does, I think.
All right. Finn Balor and the Hardys defeat Elias Sampson, Cesaro, and Sheamus. By the way, you can either walk with Elias or you can march with Mamba. Just saying.
Okay.
Thoughts on this match?
Fun.
I'm always happy when Finn Balor wins a match.
I'm always happy getting to see the Hardy Boys wrestle.
I was trying to walk with Elias.
I gotta tell you, I was honestly, I didn't want to see a Dean Miz feud again. I was kind of riding on this whole
We're
Elias.
talking about you
and-
got the Balls versus the Miz.
Yeah, but
We're
it's
gonna
like,
get to
Big
that.
ball of brand,
get
baby.
I'm gonna
Big
get
ball
to
of brand.
We're
Yeah,
gonna get to
but
that.
it's. Yeah, but Finn and Elias, it's fine, I guess.
All right.
What happened? What happened to Finn and just a random question? What happened to Finn and Wyatt? I thought that was a thing for a little while. He was like dogging him around the ring, and then they just switched him over to
The
Seth.
Demon King versus the Eater of Worlds, or
Yeah.
the Eater of.
Yep. Another
Yeah.
JoJo.
another feud for Bray to lose, but at least a highly super. I like supernatural
But, you
feuds. I like them. I dig them. I dig
Yeah.
people disappearing and showing up rather.
But I feel like if Finn and Bray were in a match together, it'd be more 50-50. I think Finn's just gonna run right through Elias Sampson, hopefully.
Yeah.
But I think Vince is kind of high on Sampson because he's a big dude.
All right. The backstage segment with Paul Heyman and Samoa Joe.
Fire.
Again,
Yeah.
Paul Heyman's the MVP
great.
today.
Yeah.
Superstar spotlight already for Paul Heyman. I'm calling it right now.
My boy Joe, he comes out with the whispers. I
Yeah,
like
I
that.
love it. I love it.
He's like, "Hey,
I'm scared.
He's like, I'm saving
Yeah.
that for Brock. Don't worry.
More Heidenreich stuff.
All right, moving on.
You're into what you're into.
Miz TV.
Oh, here we go.
Phil
Before
looks
we
like
get into
Okay,
the
hold on,
controversy,
hold on.
before we get into that, I'm gonna just. I'm okay with embarrassing myself. I have no idea who these people
Okay,
were.
so do you
Never
know
even
who, do you
heard
know
of them
who
before.
they are?
I knew
about
like
you?
the main guy.
Which almost
I've
made
heard
it
the
better.
names.
Okay, so I am probably a bigger sports fan than a wrestling fan, so I definitely know who these guys are, and I knew exactly what was going to happen. And I'm not going to lie, I love this segment.
Okay.
As a sports fan, I loved it, but as a wrestling fan, I hated it.
I mean, hey, it was a car crash.
It's a very conflicting thing because I've seen sports shows talk about it. I've seen wrestling shows talk about it. All the sports people loved it. They were like, oh, it's so funny. They're playing wrestlers, but then that's exactly what the wrestling fans are saying. It's just famous people getting to do fantasy camp wrestling stuff, and it makes no sense. LeVar was being an idiot, which is what LeVar does. But I very much enjoyed it. I'd like to hear what you non-LeVar people say.
Pipe bomb now?
Big baller brand, baby.
Go for it.
Big baller brand.
Go.
This big baller brand doesn't need to be on Monday Night Raw. It doesn't need to be on SmackDown. Doesn't need to go to like Progress Wrestling, PWG, Ring of Honor. Stay away from professional wrestling. I don't need to see wannabe celebrities on Monday Night Raw.
Oh, okay.
And I don't need to see incompetent young kids, Neanderthals, who spout out racial slurs on my wrestling show. I don't need to see that. You guys are incompetent.
Okay.
Your son, you, and your other son, who probably won't be even a good Laker.
Whoa.
Verjal's probably going to be better. Yeah, I know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm spitting this right
He
now.
doesn't know what he's talking about.
Oh, I know.
Lonzo's going to be better than Magic Johnson.
Lonzo can go fall in a lake. Probably has a crappy jump shot.
Okay, hold on. Lonzo's the nicest one out of all of them. Lonzo is the quiet
He
one.
ruined the whole thing for me.
He even saying it was the younger one.
I know. It still ruined the whole thing for me.
Yeah, you're a hater.
And then we got Miz trying to save the segment.
Yeah.
This
Does whatever he can.
Props to Miz for not laughing at that.
No, I didn't see any corpsing, and that was really.
This was
impressive.
worse than Bailey. This is my life.
No, it wasn't.
That's what I'm
No,
going.
it
That's what
wasn't.
I'm going for.
It
The
wasn't.
only reason I will not agree with that is because this was entertaining. It was a car crash, and it didn't need to happen, and I don't want to see it again. But I
cringeworthy.
couldn't look
Yeah.
away.
In a vacuum, it's a way better. It's a better segment than that.
This was cringeworthy. I'm like, why is this here?
Yeah.
Like, why are you here? Go home.
As someone who didn't know who they were, I had that feeling for a little while. Obviously, you know who they are. You know more of the context.
I mean, I've known. I've seen them.
He walks around and just says outlandish. He says he can beat Michael Jordan one-on-one.
Oh.
Basically.
is that just his shtick? Is he just?
Yeah, he basically. He's
just the DJ Khaled of basketball.
I don't take him seriously at all, so I just find him enjoyable saying all this outlandish stuff.
Okay.
So when he goes in the ring and he does all that crap, I'm like, it's funny. This is what he does. So I'm not taking him
I guess
seriously.
it depends on if you are into the celebrity who shows up. Like, for example, like who is a good celebrity that you've enjoyed? What is it? Because WWE brings in celebrities. Who's someone you've liked them bringing in?
Seth Green when he guest hosted.
That was a long time
yeah,
ago.
but it was still good.
Who's the
Still
guy
good.
that did commentary? Who's on the Transformers show?
Who was that?
Who said
I
he's
guess
never,
there was.
He said he's never been to a wrestling show in his life.
Okay,
He just shows up
I
and
guess
starts
they're
talking.
trying to do like promotion for like the new Transformers movie, which was awful,
don't-
by the way.
Like,
not
bring
giving
in
them money.
celebrities who are
No.
fans of the product.
Hey,
Now,
it's Sean Merriman ringside. Why don't
do
you
you
bring in
remember-
Sean Merriman?
do you remember Stephen Amell?
Yes.
He actually wrestled, and he wanted to wrestle. He wanted to do that, which was cool. I liked him showing up, but also I watched Arrow at the time, so I was like,
Yeah.
oh, cool. And a random one, just from random I remember, I think it was last year, 2 years ago, they had Ashton Kutcher on. He did commentary, and he was calling moves.
Yes, I was surprised with that.
He was like, oh man, that was a great something suplex. I'm like, wow, you actually know the difference between a German and
he
like
said
a
belly to
fisherman's.
black. He said belly to back and tiger suplex. I was like, okay, he knows his stuff.
He watches this thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, these people, I just didn't know who they were, and I feel like they definitely, if WWE wanted to get eyes on the product, this definitely did that.
I mean, like
Yeah, I had me looking it up.
every sports show I saw, they talked about this.
But I
for
did
at
hear-
least
I did
5
hear
minutes.
I was at the bar last night and they were talking about this on like some sports show. I was like, wow.
Yeah, I did hear that Vince and his buddies were going crazy in the back though when it was
Yeah,
going on.
Vince
So they
nearly had a
obviously-
heart attack.
They obviously didn't think that was going to happen, but
Okay.
Yeah, I never want to see these people again in my life. All right, moving on. The Miz, Bo Dallas, and Curtis Axel defeat Heath Slater, Rhino, and Dean Ambrose.
Did Dean really have to wear a big baller brand shirt though?
Big ball. Didn't he wrestle in it?
He did.
Well, nobody has bigger balls than Dean Ambrose.
True.
That's like a $60 shirt.
Yeah.
wait, did you say 60?
Yeah,
With
and,
three
and,
That
B's
piece
on
of
a
garbage?
and the kid's shoes is $500.
I thought Kanye West's like blank white T-shirts were bad.
Big baller brand, baby.
No,
So,
they're
I mean-
hip hop t-shirts.
Oh my god.
It's a basketball team.
Is Dean Ambrose gonna wear that to the balls?
I'm not gonna watch if that's the case.
You're not gonna watch
Just
the balls?
I may have to watch the balls.
All right.
Yeah, Mr. Raj needed a win, so I'm glad they
Yeah.
got it. Now they look like a team. They look like a thing.
Yeah.
Enzo and Cass.
Fire once again.
Oh yeah.
They've been on a roll
see,
these past 2 weeks.
This is the thing. We thought that Enzo was with Cass because Cass couldn't really talk. Cass has proven that he can talk.
Oh yeah.
And then we thought like Cass is with Enzo because Enzo can't really work in the ring.
Yeah.
Maybe Enzo will surprise us in the ring in the future.
I think Enzo is really good at specific things in the ring. I think he's great at selling.
Oh,
He looks
man.
like he's
He
being
looks like
killed.
he's dying
So if you
every
give him a
time.
couple moves that really suit someone who sells and then somehow pulls out a win, maybe a really couple good submission moves or something, I think he could be like a really decent underdog.
Isn't his finisher like a DDT?
Does he have a finisher?
It's like a tornado DDT.
Oh.
His
Hey,
finisher
he's the Alexa
is
Bliss of
jumping
small
off
guys.
the top rope and Cass throwing him down. That was his finisher.
I guess. All right. But
I
I'd
mean,
like to see where they go in the future.
Yeah.
They almost had me. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
Cass is gonna hit him, and then it just went on, and I was like, oh,
I was like, was that a fake out? Like,
Cass
you know,
coming out to their music also had me going like, oh, he doesn't have his own music yet. Maybe it's because they're about to get back together.
But hopefully next week he gets his own music.
Yeah.
'Cause that's Enzo rapping on his song.
We don't need that. All right. Seth Rollins defeats Curtis Axel. I mean, Kurt Hawkins. Yes.
is that really surprising?
Kurt
Well, I mean,
Hawkins
that's
got some
Kurt
offense in
Hawkins'
early.
job. His job
Yeah.
is to lose.
Jobber.
Hey man, Kurt Hawkins.
Oh.
Face the facts.
Okay, no, that
His
is.
his promo before was a little weird too. His whole like, am I gonna win? Am I gonna lose? Let's all find out together. It's kind of like,
Squash match.
shouldn't you hope you're going to win?
He's a joke, but that's.
But I think he knows it. He's enjoying it. He must be enjoying it. He must be
Mhm.
having a good time.
Yeah.
Seems like a fun character to play.
He's just glad to be on TV.
Yeah.
I think his indie steam was running out.
Same with the
when he got
Ascension.
signed.
Yeah.
They just wanted to be on the card.
All right. The Beast Incarnate gets put in the cocaine clutch by a man named Joe.
I didn't know a man could turn so red.
I love.
He was redder than the
so
Universal
much.
Championship.
He stays
Oh.
red. What are you talking about? Like he got like maybe a shade or two higher than he usually does. He's always that red.
Okay.
He
I
was,
loved
he
this
was
so
redder
much,
than
though.
that thing that's around his waist.
I think this is for a long time. This is the weakest I've seen Brock Lesnar look without having to use a legend to make him look this weak. This is a normal wrestler making him look like a normal person. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed
All
it.
right. And then Paul Heyman. This backstage promo.
MVP.
Heyman always gets me fired up.
Mhm.
Yeah.
He said,
You
"Good
see,
God gracious, great balls of fire," and it wasn't corny. It made sense.
Yeah.
you see, if Paul Heyman
Only
was
Paul
promoting
Heyman
this
could do
big
that.
baller brand, I'd get behind it just because Paul Heyman's talking.
He can sell anything.
He can sell anything. He could sell me that Justin Bieber's a good artist. He could sell me on that.
I believe it.
All right, but this promo, straight fire. Superstar Spotlight, I'm giving it to Paul Heyman. Guys,
Okay.
we're just jumping right down there. I'm giving that to Paul
I mean,
Heyman.
I think he deserves it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe he could sell you on New Japan, since you seem to have so many problems with New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Yeah, you gonna watch this weekend? You're gonna pirate it, even though it's on cable.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
we got a
watch-
list of things to talk here. I didn't see the G1 Classic announcements on here.
Yeah, Kenny Omega and Okada are gonna wrestle again.
And he's
Is it gonna be good this time?
They're probably gonna
It's
go.
been good every time, but that's all right. This one will be good too. And I think Omega's gonna win this one because
Maybe.
the title's not on the line.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, you New Japan
Maybe
marks.
they'll go 30-minute draw this time.
And my buddy Juice is in the G1
CJ
Climax.
Parker?
I love him. I love Robinson.
Juice Robinson?
He's in the G1 Climax.
Hot dog! I have to watch now.
the Cruiserweight Classic final we all wanted, Zack Sabre Jr. versus Kota Ibushi, is gonna happen.
Oh, yep.
Yes.
There you go.
The Technical Wizard? I met that guy. I have to watch.
Kota Ibushi's
There you go.
all day.
All right.
All right, so the close of Raw. There was a gauntlet match for the number one contender for the
I-
Women's Championship.
I really like this one.
Nia Jax
Yeah,
defeats
but I
Bailey,
agree.
and then Nia Jax goes on to defeat Mickey James and Dana Brooke
Yeah.
and Emma. But then my girl Sasha
Pulling it through
This
clutch.
came out here with this win.
With
Yeah.
this weird like sleeper hold turned bank statement turned win, which I
looked
dug.
kind of weak.
Yeah.
It looked weak, but it looked very desperate, and I liked that. It looked
Mhm.
like she was just hanging on for dear life, and
And
she
that
just barely
Nia
won.
Jax running the table,
Yeah.
that's kind of a babyface move. Like if Sasha Banks ran the table, it would have been, more sympathy on Sasha with Nia Jax coming in fresh and whooping her,
Mm-hmm.
and then
But-
Sasha pulling it through at the very end.
Nia did it because she's not like most girls.
But I
just
understand,
not.
but you don't want
Yeah.
Sasha Banks running through Bailey and Mickey James and all those other girls.
Yeah.
So
Sasha, when she got hit with the Samoan drop, she kind of
Yeah.
rolled out over to the outside of the ring. I was like, all right, she knows where she is. That's the desperation.
Yeah.
Need to see more of that.
I see they've been teasing at it for almost half a year now, but I feel like we'll see a heel Sasha someday soon.
Yeah.
She needs to get the title first,
Get
though.
those Sasha's Ratchet. No, she's not chance.
Oh.
Like in NXT.
Oh, please.
I think Ratchet's kind of passed by.
It has.
They'll find a new word.
What's the new term?
Thought.
What's the new
Yeah, Ratchet. She's a
thought?
thought.
That's like so 2013.
But it's
2014.
coming back.
It's newer than Ratchet.
Those
is.
Ebonics are coming back.
Oh, it's coming back.
Oh God. All right. Let's jump into SmackDown.
Yeah.
Ellsworth is thrown out.
Oh yes.
Mm-hmm.
So great.
Thank you,
love,
Daniel.
Ellsworth was fire.
I love Ellsworth and Daniel Bryan, and those two just talk for like ever.
I'd want
Yeah.
to see a match.
I'll start chanting "talk forever" at those two guys.
Ellsworth.
Right, I want to see him just kill Ellsworth. He can do that.
Ellsworth said you faked an injury because you couldn't hang it in the ring anymore. I was
Oh.
like,
Daniel looked well.
No.
Daniel always looks actually pissed, but Daniel looked actually pissed. Yeah, it's
I
because
was like,
and that would be a great match because it would just be a squash match. Daniel Bryan doesn't have to take any bumps. He can just kick him till
Yeah.
he's dead.
just kick him. till he's
Carmelo once
dead.
again doing some good promos.
Oh, speaking of Daniel Bryan, side note real quick. He tweeted at Cody Rhodes after Cody won the world title. He was like, "If you hold the Ring of Honor title for 462 days, I may have to come after you," which
He's coming
would be September 28th of 2018. Be warned.
And
Okay.
Bryan's contract would be up at that point, so he
Exactly.
in theory could.
And then Cody tweeted back, "1 day down, 461 more to go."
Oh.
And then Brian backtracked and said he was just trolling,
Yeah,
but he's not. He's
He's
gonna wrestle outside of WWE next year.
He will be wrestling in the Tokyo Dome.
Yeah. Will you watch that?
Of course, it's
Will you
Daniel.
are you gonna pirate it?
I'm gonna pay for it.
Oh,
Ho,
okay.
ho.
That's where you draw the line.
Supporting the art. What a
Hey,
concept.
man.
Well, by that point, probably they'll be on real pay-per-view again. Because New Japan's getting hot in
Yeah.
America.
Really?
I watch it.
All right. Moving on. The Usos defeat the Hype Bros. No surprise there.
No surprise there.
Funny promo from the Day of New.
Very
I like
delightful.
I like their USA T-shirts.
Trying to give tickets to the Ascension. It was great. Honestly, I feel really bad for the Ascension. I feel really bad for them because, I mean, I think that they're actually really good at being funny and they're good at doing character work and they're never been terrible in the ring. They ran NXT's tag team division for a long
They've
time.
been kind of terrible in the ring.
More
Do you
recently,
remember
that beer
Do
belly.
you remember the Raw a few years ago when the Legends just like ran through the Ascension?
Yeah.
I was there for that. I was like, wow, what happened to these guys?
I met the Ascension at WrestleMania. There was literally 5 people in line. I felt kind of bad for them.
Can they just be their?
Nobody
can,
wanted
can
to
they
see
just
them.
be their characters from Southpaw Wrestling, please? Can they just play those characters? The
Yeah,
surfer
whatever
dudes.
happened to that? I thought
Oh,
they
they're doing another episode. They're working on it right now. They said there's been
They
tweets
should
about
run
it.
like actual shows of that.
I would go to them.
Sex Ferguson on top. Sex Ferguson's number
It'd be
one.
so good.
And
But yeah, I just loved them just sitting there sullenly being like, we just wanted to be on the card. It's like that's so sad.
yes. All right. Naomi retains. No surprise there.
No.
Yeah,
I called this when Jinder first won the title.
Poor Lana.
We got a Punjabi prison.
all right, let's do this.
I've
I mean,
honestly
hey,
never
both of these
seen a Punjabi prison
and
match.
both of the people doing it can actually walk at a regular speed, so maybe it will be interesting. Maybe it will be a little exciting.
a little more athletic.
As much as I love the Great Khali, a match where the stipulation is who can get out of the ring first is not great for him.
I know
'Cause he has to climb 2
kinda slow.
cages.
he's just big for no reason. I cuss, so I have to cut a promo hyping him up.
Oh.
All right. The Independence Day Battle Royale was announced. Next week we'll have a Battle Royal on the 4th of July when the Great White Hope returns, John Cena, and the winner gets a number 1 contendership for the new face of America, Kevin Owens, United States Championship at Battleground.
Okay.
I'm going to say this because I haven't had a chance to say it on air before. My favorite thing in wrestling is first contendership battle royals. I love it every time they do it because it makes the title immediately feel more important. The fact that everyone's getting a shot at it, everyone's getting to try and scrape to
But
get
not
a shot at
everybody
this
should
title.
get a shot at the title.
No.
SmackDown's roster is very thin. Who's going to be in this thing? Is the Ascension going to be in the match?
Yes,
Probably.
Then why they don't deserve it?
they're jobbers.
I mean, they should go.
We're
to their,
gonna see
they should go to
people-
their Eddie Money, whatever concert instead.
We're gonna see people we haven't seen in a while in this thing.
American Alpha.
American Alpha, Ty Dillinger.
Well, apparently
Maybe.
American Alpha
That'd be
is the
great.
only tag team left on the roster, and they might have been the one that destroyed Fandango's.
Oh yeah,
Think.
someone had to ransack Fandangos.
Really? They're the only tag team
The-
left?
Yeah.
I think that's all they
There's
got. The Cologne.
I know there are more. The Cologne.
Yeah, but
the
they
Colognes.
they talked about the.
Oh yeah,
Colognes
they
earlier.
already. I forgot about them.
It's not hard. Not hard to forget about them.
All right.
They're more interesting when they're selling timeshares.
Or
That's-
they
that's
or they
really
had
sad.
a bull with them.
Or when they were tag champs at Mania 5 years ago.
And
All right. So Mike and Maria Kanellis were
Okay.
interrupted by Sami Zayn.
biggest heel in the company.
How dare you interrupt
He's the enemy of love.
this godsend of a song that has been brought to us?
It's a good song.
I like Lana's song better. I like Lana's song. It's very catchy. Very strippery too, but it's
I
very
saw a
catchy.
video of Lana dancing in like a boxing ring and to this
Yeah.
new song. She was like doing some pop locking.
Yeah, I was kind of expecting a little bit more of that when she debuted.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's good or bad that she didn't do it, but I was expecting more.
But my boy Baron Corbin defeats Sami Zayn.
I think he needed the win. I mean, Sammy's been right every single week. He's had his number, so it's good to see Baron. Baron isn't completely
Plus, he's the Mr. Money in the Bank.
right.
Yes. I was just listening to Jericho's podcast. He's on there, the newest guest, and he was talking about how it's kind of odd just walking through the airport being like 6'8" with this big bright blue briefcase.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Keep with
he's
him at
gotta
all
carry
times.
that everywhere.
I saw a picture of Carmella like taking like a bus home with
Yeah,
with
she
the
was on the
briefcase.
shuttle. And
On the shuttle or whatever.
Yeah, no, it's pretty funny.
I hope they hit this at some point. I wonder if they will. I wonder if Jinder Mahal chose a Punjabi prison match specifically so that Baron Corbin can't get involved. Because if he did, that's a really smart move, and I'd love for him to talk about why he did that, because it would make Jinder Mahal seem really smart.
Yeah.
Because it's the next championship match after someone gets the briefcase, and he chooses a stipulation that you can't get into the cage.
I noticed
He just picked it because he's Indian.
That's true.
Probably.
That's why.
All right. I noticed Jinder like just started speaking Punjabi. He didn't announce that he was gonna do it.
Yeah.
I mean, he
cool with
speaks
that.
a different language, so that means he's mean.
John Cena speaks like 5 languages. He's a dirty heel.
Yeah.
I hope he speaks Punjabi to Jinder Mahal when he gets back. Like I hope they
Same.
just have a promo in.
I mean,
That'd be great.
ever since we started doing this podcast, we've been saying stuff on here. Then like a month or a week or two later, it happens. So
We're just that smart.
Maybe.
Vince,
We got sources.
Or maybe that's predictable.
Vince is listening.
Yeah, or that, or he's just taking all of our stuff.
Oh man, Vince and Kevin Dunn, or Michael PSAs.
He's cool.
He's cool. All right, Carmella, Miss Money in the Bank again.
Yeah, I mean,
Figured.
How does Ellsworth get past all the security guards and get back in the?
Why did they
Arena.
need so many? They only needed one guy.
It's
yeah,
Ellsworth.
he's slippery.
Yeah, he's just so unremarkable that he kind of just walked past everybody and no one saw him.
Yeah. It's like, oh, it's a fan.
Yeah, but
This match was kind of sloppy. There was some points in this match where it was not very good.
yeah.
Like the point when Charlotte put Tamina underneath the thing, took it off, moved it around, and then Tamina went back underneath.
Or them all picking up the corner and like not even like moving, they like just walked it over. It's
Or
like-
then like when was it Charlotte and Natalia had the ladder when Becky was on the ladder and they like waited for her to like step down one rung so she could be more safe or something.
Yeah.
And then they tipped it over. Like, come on, guys.
for a lot of them, this is gonna be their. I mean, I guess it's their second ladder match, but I think it'll take a little bit of time
Yeah.
because the women's roster hasn't gone to do a lot of women's ladder matches yet. So
Yeah.
You can do the Undertaker Rock way and just do a dry run.
That was was that Taker and Hunter, right? Wait, no, that was Hunter and Rock.
Well, you know, Rock does his little matches before when he came back, and then Undertaker does his training. You do fake matches. Just work it out beforehand.
Or you can do an empty arena match.
Do a pre-tape thing.
Don't get me started.
But I thought the end was very nice. I really wanted Becky to win, and then Carmella just.
I think
Yeah,
I think they're
fucking
really.
I think it would have been too obvious if Becky won though.
So Carmella becomes the second person to win Money in the Bank.
Yeah,
back-to-back.
I mean, at least she did it on her own volition though.
Not really.
No,
Ellsworth
just-
came back and almost.
but she climbed the ladder herself. That's what I'm
You
getting
people got what you wanted. A woman unhooked a briefcase.
That's what I'm getting
Stop
at.
complaining.
I do like.
Which Dana Bryan should have made that rule to begin with. He never made that rule.
It's
That a woman has to unhook the briefcase.
I mean, it's a ladder
in the
match.
I think he
It
just
has
figured.
no rules.
I think he just figured once he made Ellsworth leave, it wouldn't be a problem anymore. But Ellsworth is slippery.
All right.
Yeah.
Superstar Spotlight. We already said Paul Heyman.
Definitely Paul
Yeah.
Heyman.
Guys, real quick, can you fix Bailey? This is my life.
This is your life or my life?
Bailey, this is your life. Can you fix that segment? I mean, it was pretty bad.
there should never be another "This Is Your Life" segment.
No.
Ever. Because the first one with Rock and Mankind
It was
is-
bad, but it was good.
It was the perfect
I mean, you
mix
got the
of the two greatest
charisma.
talkers ever, and Mankind being the awkward, friend of The Rock, and The Rock just
Yeah.
looking down on him, just be like, "You idiot."
I mean, one thing I can say about this, what they should have done, they should have like pre-tape. This is where pre-tape would be good. They should have actually went to the school where
Mhm.
Bailey went or whatever.
like more like a documentary.
Like find the real people.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think that if you're going to rebook this and fix it, I think the first thing you have to approach is the fact that the entire feud was kind of broken. Just to begin with, the whole she can't go hardcore is just a little bit hard to wrap your head around in general. She's a wrestler. Her entire career is her beating people up. You're gonna tell me she's scared of a kendo stick? Like I've seen her jump off of like the top and out spill outside kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Like you have to. there have been too many feuds based for Bayley. All of her feuds have basically been, I'm a normal person, I'm just a wrestler. You
Yeah.
can't, and they tried to kind of tell that with this one too, and you just
And
can't.
the super fan thing where she's
Yeah.
she's like she's a mark for being here and stuff like
I
that.
thought there was a great story. I thought there was great story potential with her and Alexa,
Yeah.
where they could have where they could have hyped up the fact that she was one of the four horsewomen kind of thing, where she's one of the people that kind of brought women's wrestling. But Alexa Bliss has been there for almost the exact same time, and she's been amazing.
I think she got there before
Yeah,
Bayley.
I think she did, and she's been amazing the entire time. Alexa Bliss could have done a "This Is Your Life." If I had done a "This Is Your Life," it would have been she would have shown what Bayley was doing at this point, and then Alexa would have said what she was doing at this point, and kind of
Yeah.
run up how I'm just as good as you are.
Another thing with the This Is Your Life, why did she wait all that time to come out? Why didn't she just come out right at the beginning?
Yeah.
So what you do with the pre-tape, you pre-record all this stuff, go to the school, find the actual people, and that way Bayley can't interrupt what's going on like in the schoolyard or whatever at that moment with the teacher and boyfriend or whatever, and then Bayley can come out like after Alexa's done with the video package, and then they can get to fighting or whatever. But yeah, that was pretty bad. All
No
right,
more This Is Your Life segments. And what's wrong with Bayley? Bayley just loses first against Nia Jax.
is she the new Bray Wyatt?
I hope not. That's.
No, because Bray Wyatt's really good on the mic.
Yeah.
I mean, that could be
Yeah.
the biggest waste of money in history, basically. Bayley could have been like she could have been the number one person in the company if you like really book her right.
She shouldn't have won the title until WrestleMania, and even then maybe she shouldn't have won it anyway. But if she was gonna win the title, she should have won it at WrestleMania.
Okay.
It
Yeah.
would have been an actual good moment.
All right, Mitchell, why don't you tell us about our match?
Right.
No, promo pick of the week.
Promo pick of the week. So your promo pick of the week is I'm gonna take it back. We're gonna talk about CM Punk. Everyone knows CM Punk.
Yeah.
Great talker, one of the great
Phil
talkers.
Brooks, my namesake.
We talked about the pipe bomb earlier tonight. I'm not going to use the pipe bomb. I'm going to go with my favorite CM Punk promo moment of his career, and that is we're going to go back one more year. We're going to go to 2010, the 2010 Royal Rumble. It's the year that Edge came back to win it at the very end. CM Punk comes in at number 3, eliminates Dolph. No, it doesn't eliminate Dolph Ziggler. He does. Not yet, though. He eliminates number 1 and number 2. He then proceeds to eliminate 3 more people and spend a total time of 11 minutes in the ring. And every time someone would come out, eliminates them, grabs the mic, and continues his straight edge Sermon on the Mount about how everyone needs to join his religion and come along with him and follow him because he knows the way to live a great life. It's just the idea of giving the first 10 minutes of this Royal Rumble just to this guy to just beat up a person, throw him over the top rope, and then keep talking is just so good.
Actually,
I just
you know
love
what?
it.
The straight edge thing, when Punk was doing that, I became straight edge. But then
I have a lot of friends who did. It was
but
great.
then I became an adult and my life is crappy, so now I drink alcohol. But
Okay.
Shame.
We're all there.
And he didn't eliminate nobodies either. He eliminated Dolph Ziggler, Evan Bourne, the Great Khali, Beth Phoenix, Zack Ryder,
Evan
and
Bourne?
and GTG.
Reborn Matt Sydal?
Yeah, he eliminated actual people who like were building. It was great. It was like he's eliminating
JTG?
actual wrestling. Yeah, I
Yeah,
left.
'cause
I went with him last.
How's that theme song go, Brandon?
Yo yo yo. Pump a 40 and
Check
check your
rollies.
rollies.
It's
my
prime
gosh.
time. Brooklyn.
But yeah, I just
Sorry.
love it. It's
Money?
one of those things.
Money.
I'm a glutton
Yeah,
for characters. I'm a glutton for characters. And
Yes.
as much as I love the disgruntled, angry worker that is the pipe bomb, I think I might prefer the cult fanatic, the cult of personality. I prefer the cult of personality, CM Punk.
Yes. Shout out to Living Color. All right, my match pick of the week. We're getting into the old school retro feel for the next couple weeks. So what I decided to do, I was listening to this podcast and I heard them talk about when Terry Funk pile drove Ric Flair on a table and it didn't break. I was like, what? So I watched that clip and I was like, all right, I need to find the match that was the result of this, and I did. So go on the WWE Network and look up Ric Flair versus Terry Funk, WCW. What was it? It was Clash of Champions 1989. Ric Flair defends against Terry Funk in an I Quit match. Gordon Solie and Jim Ross are on commentary. This is November 15th, 1989. Great match. Really enjoyed it. Flair's bumping a different way. He's selling differently. It really made me look like Flair was fighting for his life. That's what it looked like to me.
Okay.
I was really excited about that. Our sponsors, once again, are Vistaprint because we have cards. And Brandon and I and Mitchell also will be at the APW show in Daly
yeah.
City next week on Friday. If you recognize us, come up, say hi. We're going to be handing out cards also.
I'll probably respond.
I don't bite. I'll talk to you.
And I will sell New Japan if you come up and talk to us. All right. Follow us on Twitter as always at BulletCast. Tweet us, DM us, whatever you want to do.
Slide on in there.
Slide the Bullet Cast on Instagram. The Bullet Cast is the YouTube channel also.
I live on my phone. I'll reply.
All right, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Email us bulletcast2 as in the number 2 sweet SWEET@gmail.com.
Mhm.
And as always, we're not true to this. I mean, we're not new to this. We're true to this.
Wow.
Are we new to this or are we true to this?
We're not new to this. We're true to this.
Okay.
Because we're not a good podcast. We're not a
No.
bad podcast.
No.
We're the podcast.
Okay.
Bullet Cast. This is our yard now.
Wait, your promo?
Wait, ladies and gentlemen.
False finish.
False finish.
We're gonna
Totally
let you get
called
away
you out
that
on this.
easy.
We're like the revival. False finishes all day. I have to cut a promo hyping a wrestler I don't like because I cussed.
I want pipe bomb level from you
Spewed
right now.
hard
So
garbage.
let me tell you something.
Okay.
No, you have to. No, okay, you have to hype up the Ball family.
Oh,
You have to hype them up right now.
oh.
I'm,
Dude,
I'm
it's a-
saying it right now. You have to hype up the Ball family.
They've been in a ring.
Yeah.
They wrestlers.
Let me tell you something.
They out here.
LeVar Ball, his sons, they are what we look to inspire to be. They're the new first family
Okay.
of not just athletics, but of mainstream media.
Oh,
All right?
All right.
Forget your Michael Jordans, your Steph Currys, your LeBron James,
Ooh,
your
that's a lot.
KDs. Forget all these
Oh.
great athletes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Look, the son, the guy that just got signed to the Lakers,
Lonzo.
Yeah.
Lonzo, thank you very much. Straight to the top. What does Jordan have? 6? He's taken 7 rings.
Amen,
Oh.
brother.
And
All
those-
right.
What about those shoes?
Mhm.
How about shoes?
The shoes, straight fire Yeezys. I don't care about those. I'm buying some of these. In this Big Baller Brand T-shirt, I'm wearing it while I'm watching Great Balls of Fire.
All right.
Once
ZO2s. That's the shoes.
ZO2s. Once
There
again,
you go.
we're not a good podcast. We're not a bad podcast. We are the podcast. Big Baller Brand all day. Forget the Titus brand. This is where it's at. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Bullet Cast. This is our yard now.